SkullsBones.com. I'm Metal Mark here with the one and only Dave from the awesome Machine Head. How are you, man?
Good, man. How you doing, dude?
I'm excited to see y'all, man. How's the festival treated y'all so far?
It's been amazing. It's almost over, man. It's kind of sad, yeah. It's great, man. It's been. Let me turn my phone off really
cool.
quick.
You're a busy man. It's okay.
Yeah, it's it's awesome. We've got lots of bands on this tour that we're friends with, and a lot that we made friends with now, and like the festival. This one is so killer and so different because the guy that puts it on, John Reese, he's a fan of the music, and he just likes to have fun, and he lets the bands have fun, and he does this thing where a band each band you pick a day and you get to have a theme party. Like your party has to have a theme. You have your own drink or whatever, and really like at the end of the day it's killer. Everybody gets together, and it's.
What was the Machine Head party?
That was actually it was kind of like an 80s rock theme night. It was a birthday party for John Reese and for Rob, our singer.
Nice.
And so it was killer. They had ice sculptures, and they had the Jaeger buried in ice with Jaeger girl poking it out, and DJ playing 80s rock. And Rob unfortunately couldn't be there for the party because he was flying back and forth mixing our record. Yeah. And so they made this cardboard cutout of him, and everybody. It was like Weekend at Bernie's. Everybody's bringing the thing around, and yeah, it was killer, man. It was, but the whole tour has been like that, and it was just a blast.
We also played in 2008, and I interviewed Phil not too long ago, and he said that was the most fun he's ever had on tour. How would you compare this Mayhem to that previous one?
Taking it even further, you know what I mean? Yeah, we've been doing killer stuff. There's a little group about 7 of us on this tour that we've all been going to the same places on our days off. Yeah. So we started calling our group the Fun Hunters, and we went to when we had a day off in Louisville. We went to that place called Waverly Hills, a haunted old TB hospital, and went through the gate and crawling up these hills, trying to get to it, and just having great days off, going to the lakes. We went to Lake Lanier yesterday, and
nice.
And it was awesome. Solely from Godsmack pulled his bus up over there, and we were jamming songs on the acoustic and the bongos, and killer, man.
Speaking of the new record, I saw Rob's tweet that the record is done. Done. September 27th, Into the Locust. You've been asked a million times, all the press about this album. How ready are you just to have it out for people to hear?
Oh man, it was a long process of just from the time we started recording to, and a lot of things happen. Things happen all the time that you're not expecting, but there were some pretty bad things that happened during the recording, and so Rob wasn't originally gonna mix it or anything. So the guy Colin Richardson that mixes most of our records, his ex-wife, who was his manager, passed away during the process, so he had to leave the project, and Rob took over, and it's just yesterday, it was 2 days ago, we finally got it back mastered and everything, and we busted out the champagne and just celebrated, and we're really excited about it, man. It's fucking killer record. We're super proud of it, and just, you know, now we've got to wait to get it out there now, September 27th, but we're really excited for people to hear it, and I think people are going to dig it.
Yeah, no, and pretty much 98% of interviews, everybody asks, how does it compare to The Blackening? But people forget that Through the Ashes was an incredible album. How would you say the band's progressed since that album?
You know, that Through the Ashes was such, like, this record that we were, you know, kind of, you know, we'd come from this period about a year before where we were almost not a band, you know, and so that record for us was like just kicking and trying to get our feet back in the door, you know, and but we, you know, the last song that we wrote for that record was the opening track, Imperium, and it was like this song that just for us was so different. It had all these, it was like a roller coaster ride for us, you know, and so we, you know, we took that with us into The Blackening, that mindset, and that's kind of like when our songs started getting longer, you know, because we were pretty shocked at how long Imperium was, you know, we're like, man, and then, you know, then we write Halo, and it's like 10 minutes and 30 seconds or whatever.
It's amazing.
But, and we, you know, and we tried to edit it down, and we just were like, fuck that, you know, like this is it is what it is, and we're not going to be a radio band, and you know, we're not going to be a radio band, and we're not going to write songs to cater towards that. And so, you know, going into writing for this record was, you know, that was already in our mind. So we, you know, it wasn't like this thing we were just constantly thinking about. It was just that had become like the way we write songs, you know. But we started trying to, you know, just challenge ourselves a little more. And like the first song we wrote was a song called "This Is the End," and starts off with this classical thing and this guitar thing, and, you know, Rob wrote it, but he couldn't play it very good, so he started taking classical guitar lessons. And, you know, for me, like, the drumming on that was, you know, it was just a song that we were like, what are we doing, man? It's like so hard to play. Like, is this? We kind of set the bar now for the record, and you know, we kind of, you know, we started doing that, and you know, the songs continued to be longer songs, but then we also had songs that were, you know, we've got some of the most brutal stuff that we've ever done on this record, and we've also got, you know, stuff like Locust, which is almost like kind of like a rock song for us, you know what I mean? And then we've got stuff besides that's like super, you know, we got this one song that's really just like super mellow, super dark. I mean, it gets heavy, but just like a song, you know, and that's what we kind of just concentrating on, just becoming better songwriters, better musicians, and you know, it's cool.
I want to see you happy. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The Blackening, y'all toured for many years on that album. 3 years. Do you see yourself touring that long on this new record?
I hope so. I mean, it's one of those things that you know, we could even tour. We had to pull the plug on it. Like, we were still getting offers from Metallica, and you know, and we were like, you know, because it was, you know, like, how can we turn you guys? Yeah, and but we finally, you know, had to pull the plug on it. But yeah, I mean, it was unexpected, but you know, hopefully that's a good sign if you're touring for 3 years, you know. So, you know, hopefully we can do something like that again, and you know, that would be, I'd love 4 years, you know.
Very good, man. The last question everybody wants to know, we've all seen you on Mayhem and other festivals, when is a U.S. headlining tour going to actually happen with Machine Head headlining?
It's going to happen. We're booked for the rest of the year, but it's our main priority for the beginning of next year. And we're putting it together right now. And
you're coming to Atlanta?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, totally. So we're, you know, we didn't do one proper headline run on The Blackening, and you know, our fans, like, no matter who we were opening for, came out and supported us, and So that's definitely our main priority, is to do that in the States in the beginning of the year.
Very good, man. Do you have any last words to the fans?
September 27th. Buy it, download it, listen to it, come to the shows. Unto the Locust.
There you go. New album, September 27th. I mean, what more you need? New Machine Head. Life is good. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks, man.
Cheers. Metal Mark, Skulls and Bones.
You kick fucking ass!